Hey everyone, Hank Without a Rim Travels here, and welcome back to Epcot. We are here on the very last day of the Food and Wine Festival. Gonna try some of the things we didn't, have last time. I will probably still swing by the Greek booth because, love Greek food. But no moussaka this time. I'm gonna have the gyro and maybe a Spanakopita just because I love it so much. Definitely the cheese and bacon soup with the pretzel bread in Canada, always a favorite. And I think we're gonna swing by England for fish and chips, even though that's not really part of the festival. Love those too. So let's see what else we are gonna have here at the festival. I'm gonna share all that food with you guys. All right, let's head on over. Come on.
And we kickstarted things off in Canada. Last visit, we had gone over to Mexico. So this time we knew it was a nice cool day and we wanted that warm cheddar cheese and bacon soup. And the girls wanted to try the Filet Mignon. So there you go. That's what it looks like. And here's my soup with that pretzel bread.
How do you like it?
It's good AF.
It's good AF. Evie, what did you think of the Filet Mignon?
It was good, a little fatty, but good.
A little fatty?
Yes.
So is it safe to say you didn't love it so much?
I give it a 3.
Oh, 3. What do you give it, Isa?
4.5.
I always tell her there's no 0.5. No 0.5.
4.5.
At least she's eating it. My cheese and bacon soup was fantastic, as always, and love that pretzel bread. So that is just our starter. I'm not sure where we're headed next, but we're starting in Canada and going kind of around the Seven Seas Lagoon.
There's nothing quite like good food and good company, combined with Walt Disney World. Some of Evie's childhood friends met us for the day. We ultimately ended up over in England for fish and chips. This one's not a food booth. We go here all the time.
We had the fish and chips, and it was phenomenal. Not really food and wine, but we love it, so we always swing by here. And it's all gone. Delicious.
If you've never tried it, I can't recommend the fish and chips at England enough. From there, just a hop, skip, and a jump away to France. I'd been hearing that France was delivering some of the best food of the entire festival. And I've got to agree. Those little escargot brioches with the garlic and parsley sauce were to die for, you guys. Check them out.
Well, that brioche au escargot was insane. So tasty, you guys. Usually, festival foods are high, but this is restaurant quality stuff. I believe it's on some of the best of the fests from some of the, Disney vloggers out there. Cannot agree more. Absolutely delicious. Let's see where we're heading next. Come on.
We actually didn't stray too far from France. There was a Slushy stand, and Jackie remembered this Grand Marnier orange slush as one of her favorites. So we all grabbed a cup and had a quick little toast. Jackie and Maria are some of Evie's closest friends. They've known each other since they were 12 years old. Those long-lasting friendships are just some of the best. And I can't believe that in just a couple of months, Evie and I will be walking through the streets of Paris. Wow. All right, we've reached Greece. Yeah, so last time I did have that moussaka. This time I was just going to keep it simple. I've been fortunate enough to visit Greece on several occasions, and all the food here in the States just pales by comparison.
Just ate over at the Greece booth, and the food was delicious, actually. The moussaka last time with that impossible meat, I prefer the real stuff. It was all right, but the gyro was delicious. Loved it, and of course the Spanakopitas are an all-time favorite. So very glad that we had some more Greek food. I'm starting to get stuffed, but maybe a dessert kind of on the way out. Let's go.
So I went off to record some B-roll footage there of the Seven Seas Lagoon. You've got Spaceship Earth there in the background. And I didn't realize that the girls had stood in line at the booth for some food, but I caught them munching away from the other side of the little bridge. There's Evie having some meatballs. They had no idea that I was filming them at this point. But then Isa turns over and she sees me. Isn't that funny?
It's been such a nice day here at Epcot. The weather just phenomenal. I love just a nice cool day. Big difference from those hot, muggy summers. And since I was just in Vegas and it was like 37, this 40-ish, 50 is really, really nice. Anyway, I am pretty stuffed, but I'm on the hunt for a dessert. We'll probably have that carrot cake that my friend Jackie had earlier today. So as we head back to the front of the park, I think they want to try the mac and cheese and a couple of other things. I will grab that carrot cake. So let's head on over there.
We actually did not make it far at all when the girls stopped in Spain for some Spanish charcuterie and a bit of paella. There you go, some serrano ham and manchego cheese, and that is the paella. If you've watched my vlogs, you know I'm fascinated with this little train, but more than that, Disney always modifies the little flags to represent the current festival. Here we are in China. Isa had been talking about these dumplings all day, so we had to swing by and grab some of those. You probably thought by now that we were done eating. Not quite.
We're here in China and just had the little chicken dumplings. Isa's favorite. Let's see what she thought.
The sauce made the dumplings taste super good.
Was
It's like
good,
a little
right?
spicy.
Mhm.
I liked it. Chicken was good
Stars?
too. 5.
Wow! 5 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna go with 4. 4 stars. Yeah. Let's head over to ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's time. We've been called. You ready?
I'm so ready.
So ready.
I've covered Guardians quite a bit here on the vlog. We love it. But Soarin had an upgrade.
Heading into Soarin because, as you know, they've adjusted the Eiffel Tower, so no more, bent over Eiffel Tower. And they finally changed the Epcot ending. So you've got, no more pin traders. You've got the actual World Discovery in the Soarin video now.
Did you know that the very first version of Soarin was actually Soarin Over California that opened with California Adventure back in 2001? Epcot's Soarin opened in 2005. It's kind of crazy to think that it took 20 years to fix that kind of bent Eiffel Tower in the image. As you can see, they start with a really, really wide pan, so that's what kind of makes the difference. And they've updated the Epcot section. So here you've got the new logo there, and Spaceship Earth with all her beautiful lights, and your hidden Mickey is there as well. It's really cool we were able to catch the upgrade. You thought we were done eating? Not quite. Had to swing by the fry basket because we love those Adobo Yuca fries. Yeah. And I never made it over to get the carrot cake, but my dessert turned out to be this blue raspberry slushy. Some of the other folks had the Coke slushy as well. I honestly cannot complain. All the food and even our slushies there at the end were super, super tasty. Disney really has found its groove with Epcot's festivals. There's pretty much one for every season. But the Food and Wine Festival is definitely one of my favorite. We attend every year. We go 2 or 3 times because it is one of the longest running festivals at Epcot. So make sure you plan way in advance because hotels do tend to sell out. Then it was time to visit the Muppets. So we had just received the news that Muppet Vision 3D will be closing.
Yep, heading into Muppet Vision 3D. As you've probably heard, this will be replaced by Monsters Incorporated Land. So check out the show while you have a chance. But the Muppets will be getting a roller coaster. So Rock and Roller Coaster will become a Muppet-themed roller coaster, which I think is kind of a pretty cool trade-off. I hope that this film is somehow preserved over in that other land once they have the roller coaster, because, it's history, and it was Jim Henson's final production, so hope they somehow manage to keep it.
This attraction opened back in 1991 when Disney's Hollywood Studios was Disney MGM Studios. so it's had a rather long life. There's pigs in space. There's no doubt a Monsters Inc. coaster is going to do well here, as long as they preserve this film.
Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask! That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady!
I hope the dining establishments they bring to Monsters Inc. land, like Harryhausen's, the Japanese restaurant, that they're just good quality stuff, but don't break the bank. You know what I mean? And though I won't miss Pizzerizzo, Mama Melrose's was a favorite.
And that's going to do it for another awesome time here at Walt Disney World Resort. Had a lovely day over at Epcot, checking out Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. I think that France was my MVP this year because those little escargot bites were amazing. Love them so much. But we had a lot of good foods. And, we attended several times, but at least we got to try some different things on the very last day of the festival. Then we hopped over here to Hollywood Studios to check out Muppet Vision 3D. Hadn't done it for a little bit, but I'm sure that's going to be one of many, many times that we're going to experience it before it closes officially and the Muppets get moved over to Rock and Roller Coaster. I mean, yeah, it's sad that show is closing. Disney has said that they're going to make room for it and keep it around in some form, so hopefully over in the new area. And we're going to get the Muppets over at Rock and Roller Coaster, which I think is a pretty decent trade-off. Anyway, next up, we are going to be attending Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which is definitely one of my favorites. Just love the whole Christmas vibe. Try some of the attraction overlays and then some of the, special event foods and things. So very excited. Missed Halloween this year. I couldn't get anyone to come with me, and it's just not the same, really, doing it yourself. So I'll be glad that Evie and Isa will be accompanying me at the Christmas party. So anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an out of this world day, you guys. Take care. I will catch you in the next one.